you all can hear me okay. If you can, just trying to keep, looks like we might be having some weather back here too, now that I look at it. We've definitely got a thunderstorm popping up over there out in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh wow, what a crazy week, man. It's only Wednesday. Doesn't it feel like it's been a month since Trump's assassination attempt? Crazy stuff going on, man. I wanted to do a quick live stream, obviously, just to kind of touch base with everybody on everything that's going on. Like everybody else that does videos and whatnot, I've been crazy busy. And it's just been remarkable how a lot of you guys have responded in such a positive way. You know, I think that the fact that you guys watch my videos whenever I upload them, whenever you guys, you know, you share, you like, you make sure you're subscribed, all that makes a difference. And I apologize for the light. It's any light that you have coming through. The sun's kind of behind me to my right over there. I just felt like talking to you guys a little bit this morning about some of the, I guess, more current events, some that probably weren't worthy of making a video off of, but at the same time, just getting a little bit of information out. As I've said in a lot of my videos the last couple of days, nothing is getting any clearer as far as the Trump stuff goes. Nothing is. I'm talking about the assassination attempt. The Secret Service has done nobody any favors by trying to clear it up. I think when the director came out yesterday, I think it was, saying that, well, let me back up a second. First, the director, a couple of days ago, made the comments that they had done some things wrong, or some things had happened incorrectly, and that they were going to try to fix them. They should never happen again. Lip service, you know what I mean? Typical government lip service. I mean, let's face it, nobody ever gets fired, so you kind of really do whatever you want, screw up as much as you want to, and nothing's really going to change. Everybody's good. Nobody ever loses their job. So while they didn't come out and admit any specific missteps, the glaring question on everybody's mind was, of course, why wasn't anybody on this building? Well, because that question was never answered, the Secret Service director came out yesterday thinking she was going to settle things down. Now, there's another video that I'll put out a little bit later on today, and I would like to give a shout out to Mike from Mr. Guns and Gear, because he's the first one that I saw this video from. But it's a video where they talk about Dan Bongino, Tucker Carlson, and Donald Trump Jr. in a video together, and they talk about what she was told, the Secret Service director, and how she was told to handle this. So it makes sense when you look at the gray areas that she continued to create. So up to that point, when we didn't know anything from the Secret Service person, Cheadle, we just assumed somebody screwed up. We assumed there was an assignment. Somebody dropped the ball, just didn't get on that building. In other words, we figured human error. Somebody did something stupid. Maybe the donuts got to them and they were on the toilet at the time. You know, when nature calls, right? I'm being facetious. Your duty is to protect former President of the United States. Doesn't matter if you have to get on the pot. So up to that point, I think most of us were willing to accept the fact that somebody screwed up, and it was a screwed up magnified by the shooting, that had this shooting never taken place, that you would have never known that no one was on that roof, no harm, no foul, right? That's kind of how most people were thinking. However, the Secret Service director thought it best to come out yesterday and say, we knew that building was a danger. We chose not to get on top of that building because it was sloped too dangerously for our guys to get on top. Meanwhile, they had 4 snipers on 2 buildings that had a steeper pitch and a steeper slope than that right behind Donald Trump. As many of you have pointed out, we've had contractors, roofers, builders, heck, insurance adjusters comment on the videos and say that that roof was probably a 1-on-12 pitch, at worst a 3-on-12 pitch. I know that a wheelchair ramp is about a 1-on-12 pitch. So what she's saying is it's too dangerous for a well-seasoned Secret Service agent to be on top of, but it's okay to roll a wheelchair up one in every single ADA ramp across the country, right? That's the stupidity of her. I'm sitting here saying the word stupidity and I can't say it. That's the stupidity of somebody trying to cover tracks whenever there's extreme neglect. So now, instead of me just thinking they screwed up, why would she come out and say that? Why would she come out and say, okay, we knew it was a danger. We chose not to be on that. Now it sounds even worse. She could have left that alone and probably let the dust settle and things would have been okay. But she had to put that stupid form of clarification out there to make herself look like she was covering something up. Before it just looked like an error. Now it looks like a forced error, one that they made intentionally and we're trying to cover it up. I'm going to be doing some other videos on my thoughts on this. I'll probably give it at least another week to let some of the information continue to come out, because there's information comes out daily. I have a video that will come out here in a little while on which group of snipers likely took the shot. So every single day, likely every hour, something new comes out. But I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you guys for, you obviously are sharing the videos because they're reaching more people. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for making sure you're subscribed. I want to point something else out. You guys know that I'm giving away one of these Gideon Optics rocks. This is one of the optics that's going to go on to one of your handheld pistols. Really cool little device here. This thing is really nice. So that's going to fit on top of your pistol. I'm giving this one away, and I have many to give away. Just know that. It's not just this one. But this one will be given away this Friday. The only requirement, you do not have to enter, quote unquote, the contest. If you go to my website, legallyarmedamerica.com, if you haven't been there before, there will be a pop-up and it will ask you to sign into my newsletter, or to sign up for my newsletter, I should say. You can always unsign up if you want to. I know some people may do that, but if you sign up, we will be looking at the roster of everyone signed up for my newsletter this Friday. And actually, we'll probably make the drawing on Saturday because we're running it through Friday. And we'll look at the entire roster and we'll randomly choose one person and we will give this Gideon rock to them. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. Gideon has been kind enough to supply me with some optics to do some giveaways. So we'll think of other creative ways to do that. For those of you who are members on my channel, I'll be doing a member giveaway also. So not asking you to go sign up to be a member. It's my way of thanking the current members. So don't feel like you have to go sign up in order to enter. Well, you're not going to be in it if you're not a member. But again, it's my way of thanking those members who have been on board for quite some time now. So same concept. I'll just pull from one of the members and we'll put that out there. But we'll be doing some stuff for the folks here who are subscribers on Legally Armed America's YouTube channel as well. So it'll be important for you to be a subscriber here, just a plain old subscriber, a free subscriber, because I'll be doing a drawing from my subs as well. It'll be another random drawing where we'll put everybody into a database, let it do a random draw. We might pick a couple of things because there's so many subscribers on YouTube. We're getting close to 400,000 right now. So it'll likely be a multiple thing. Maybe we'll give away optics, maybe something from Mission First Tactical. They've been really good to me about doing giveaway stuff. They have those really awesome new translucent magazines that I'm a big fan of, much sturdier and much stronger than what anybody's were before. So I may do something there. Just so much stuff that I want to do to try to encourage to have some continued interaction with you guys, because I know a lot of times the YouTube guys that are putting videos out, sometimes we take the viewership for granted, and I find myself doing that sometime too, and I don't mean to. Sometimes you just get into your heads down and you're just worried about pounding the videos out and getting them out there and moving on to the next one, that we lose sight of the folks who actually support us. And the whole reason why we have a channel to begin with is because you guys out there, there's a group of people who follow us, watch our videos, share them, like them, and comment on them. Without that, we can't do things like this. It's just not possible. So I have to remind myself sometimes that you guys are the only reason why I do what I do. And for that, I'm very appreciative of you guys. You guys give me the motivation to continue to do this kind of stuff. I find it fun. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. You probably have seen that, especially whenever we do a premiere and we do the live chat, or when we do live streams. Now, obviously, I can't see your comments now because I'm not doing the live stream in my studio where I have the desktop up. I can read everything. So this is kind of an off-the-cuff live stream, but the interaction with you guys is where I get the most value out of it. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of you guys' comments, whether it be on X, Twitter, X, whatever, excuse me, and on the comment section of YouTube, I look at what you guys offer up as far as ideas, suggestions, and maybe a lead on a news story or something, and I go chase it. So you guys have been really good to me, providing me information that I can follow up on. Speaking of X, we got a little bit of an inside tip last night, let's say that, us YouTube guys that put out YouTube videos in the firearms industry, Second Amendment industry. We got a tip that Google and YouTube will be coming down pretty hard on us since they just changed their new terms and conditions. While we haven't seen a ton from them, it's coming. Spoke with somebody who had a direct conversation with somebody from Google, and it looks like who knows how much longer we'll be on here. I would like to strongly encourage people to go follow my X channel, my Twitter channel, and I'll tell you why. I'm on my third account at Twitter right now, or X. I know I keep saying the two, but X is what the new Twitter is, so I'll call it X. The first two channels that I had deleted were whenever it was Twitter and was not owned by Elon Musk. Once Elon Musk bought it, I had stayed off of Twitter. I said, I'm not doing this. It's not worth my time. I go through all the trouble of creating another account, and then it just gets deleted again because I hurt somebody's feelings. Twitter's a battle zone, man. You better have your big boy pants on when you're on Twitter. You better be able to handle stuff, and you better be able to dish it out. Well, when Elon bought it, I said, you know what, I'm going to give it another try. And it's been the greatest thing because you can say what you want. You can say it how you want to say it. You don't have to abbreviate words because you're fearful that their censors or their fact checkers are going to delete you, put you in timeout or whatever. Many people have referred to it as the Wild West now because it is. It's kind of untamed. You know, it's fun to be on there again. And I'm seeing a lot more people starting to follow me on there because I never really promoted it before because it was such a dead spot to go on. Well, now that we're getting this negative word about where Google and YouTube are headed, this is my thought, and this is just me thinking. This is not some inside information or anything like that. But I know how Elon Musk's mind works. If he sees freedom of speech being stifled on YouTube, don't think that he hasn't already put some thought into building the video capacity and capabilities of X into motion. I know it's not there yet. One of the issues with it is if you have old videos out there, kind of hard to find because there's not like a database of them. Like on YouTube, you can go look on YouTube, click on videos and go look at all my old videos, right? It's kind of hard to do that on X because you have to click on media and just sift through all the different posts. So it makes it a little difficult. My guess is that barring any kind of copyright issues out there that would prohibit Elon from creating something similar to YouTube without blatantly copying it, that maybe one day he does create that. And I do believe that, especially if they essentially run off all the gun people. There are probably tens and tens, maybe hundreds of millions of viewers on YouTube who follow gun channels. You got to figure, I looked last night, Hickok. Now I know it's mostly gun reviews. He pretty much stays away from any kind of politics or Second Amendment speak. But he's got 7.7 million viewers on there. That's a lot of people. I understand how their ideology has them whipped into a frenzy on Google and YouTube, but it's hard for me to imagine that they're okay losing that viewership. But if they are okay losing that viewership, I do believe that Elon Musk will provide a place for other people to go. And if it stays like it is with him owning it and not having all these different gatekeepers out there with their feelings getting hurt, X might be the place to be. Right now it is already, as far as having a conversation. You know, the last few days, I've seen so many people complaining that their comments keep getting deleted off of YouTube. That's not me. I don't delete comments off of YouTube. That's YouTube doing that. They don't do that on X. They just don't. So if X can get to a point where they have the capability of presenting videos like you see here on YouTube, I look for a mass exodus from YouTube to go over there. It's just not there yet. Rumble, probably somebody out there right now in the comment section talking about Rumble. Rumble has this much of the market share. It's the whole concept of when a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? I know nobody's watching on Rumble, and I know, and this is not a knock at any of you out there, I know you guys don't follow me on Rumble because when I've put videos up on Rumble 4, nobody watches them. Nobody does. Literally, like nobody. You might get 5 views in a 6-month period of time. So until there's enough of a base of people over there to encourage us to move our stuff over there, we're not getting the eyeballs there. Why would you put out a video? Why would you stop making a video that gets 100,000 views in a couple of days to go put up a video that gets 2 views in a couple of days? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make business sense. It doesn't make common sense. So while I'm probably going to start putting a few videos here and there back on Rumble just to keep that page active in case somebody does want to go over there, we can't commit our entire business to Rumble right now. It's just not feasible. So we're stuck with YouTube right now. So I would encourage everyone, I don't make money off of X. X is just, you know, they don't pay me for anything. I don't get paid for my posts. I don't get paid for anything out there. But I would encourage people, if you're on X, to go follow me. It's Paul_of_LAA on X. Again, Paul_of_LAA. Now, if you do a search by Legally Armed America, you might find a page out there, because I've found before that some of my old pages get resurrected somehow. That happened on Instagram. They deleted one of my accounts. I created another one, and then 6 months later, they resurrected the old account. So I'm not sure if they'll do that on X or not, but I do know that the one that I'm active on that I use now is Paul_of_LAA. And you'll catch me there. You want to some pretty good fireworks over there. I enjoy X. I like to lay in bed at night when I'm putting my son to sleep and just go through posts. I follow a bunch of accounts of people who I don't like, politicians and folks like that, just to hammer them and know how our side thinks and what we think of them. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. You guys have seen some of my comment section stuff. I enjoy that. I don't like taking crap from anybody. And again, you better have your big boy pants on if you're going to wade into the deep end of the pool on X. But yeah, check me out over there if you don't mind. I do appreciate everything here, guys. Again, I'm so grateful of all of you that follow me on here. Have a lot of new followers this week also. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. And again, a big help to boost my videos up into that recommended section is to like, share, and make sure you're subscribed. Comment. A quick point on something. A lot of us don't make a living off of YouTube revenue. It's just, I'm so past that. I've never made a living off of it, right? I mean, I have a quote day job. This is not what I do for a living. So I've never relied on that to pay my bills, thank God. However, whenever I've stopped caring about one of my videos getting demonetized by YouTube because I put the wrong word that they don't like in the title. If I use the word gun, attack, killed, shot, shooter, anything like that in the title or the description, and it's likely going to get demonetized. So I've given up on worrying about my videos being monetized for quite some time now. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? I don't need YouTube's money for that. However, this is the problem with that. And this is partly my fault, but I want my titles to be as close as I can get them to describe what the video is. So if it's about a shooting, I feel like I need to include that, right? The problem with YouTube demonetizing a video is not money. It's the fact that when you have a video that has no, let's just call them X's, no X's, no bad things. When you have a clean, a sanitized video, let's say that gets uploaded, when you're part of a channel like mine that I have a decent viewership, those videos in many cases will wind up on the right side of your screen, or at least as a recommended video, depending on what your device is you're looking at it. It gets pushed up, the algorithm pushes those videos up into the recommended videos. When you have one that has a strike against it, and I don't want to say strike, that's not the right word because YouTube has actual strikes. When you have a mark against a video, a negative, an X or whatever against a video, that removes it from those recommended videos. So even though YouTube might not be saying that I have a copyright problem or nothing like that, they're not assuming anything like that. If they don't like that I have the word shooter in the title, they won't allow it to make any money. Now, they'll still run ads on it and make their own money, but they won't let me make any money off of that because they don't like the word shooter being in the title. What's that mean and what happens? Well, that video now has a mark against it. Now it's not a clean video. It's not a sanitized video. It's got some things that YouTube doesn't like. So immediately it's taken out of those recommended videos and pushed way down, and it's not included in those recommended videos. So it does affect viewership because fewer people are going to run across those videos whenever they're scrolling through YouTube, just randomly choosing videos to watch. Whereas if I had it monetized and there was no negative marks against it, it would be up in those recommended. But again, it gets pulled out and pushed down way below all the other videos. And that's what happens to a whole lot of my videos. If you look at videos of mine that only have 5,000 to 10,000 views on them in a day or so, that's what happened to them. They've been demonetized, YouTube doesn't like them, or they don't like some of the content. It might not just be the title, I'm just giving you an example of how it works with titles. But it's something regarding the video that they don't like, therefore it gets shoved down into the not recommended stuff and way under a bunch of other videos. So that's the downside to it. It's not the money part that we worry about with the demonetization. It's the fact that it's a negative mark against that video and it somewhat hides it at that point. I'm not going to say it's shadow banned or anything like that. It's just pushed down by the algorithm and not in a positive light, not seen in a positive light by YouTube. So that's why, guys. But anyway, please go sign up for my newsletter if you guys don't mind. LegallyArmedAmerica.com. Sign up for my newsletter. Get this Gideon Rock. I'm giving away one Friday for people who are signed up for my newsletter, and I'll be giving away something again next week. Not sure what it is yet. I'll figure it out, and I'll put something out this weekend on that to let you guys know. But once again, as always, guys, thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate you guys' patience if I go with a little while and don't put a video out. But it's been crazy lately, and I got another video coming out here probably in a couple of hours that I hope you guys will take a look at. And I'm ready for things to get settled back down to normal. One video a day is about my limit. It's tough to do more than that. So you guys have a great Wednesday. Hope to see you soon, and looking forward to another live stream with you guys so we can chat a little bit. I can do it in my studio next time so I can interact with you guys more and read some of your comments and questions. Talk to you guys soon.